My name is Vic Long. I'm from Frinton on Sea. I've always believed in God, but in my situation, I was pretty low. Having a divorce and having a real rough time with my last marriage and losing my son, not losing my son in life, but losing my son as a friend was hard for me. And living on my own after living with 7 people was a bit of a shock. I really feared for my mental state and I needed a bit of stability. I needed friends more than anything. Frinton Free really cheered me up with Alpha, with the church, with the people who greeted me at the door and sat with me in my first service here. I chose the end chair so I could get out quick, but I was okay. It was really good. I loved it. And I found the service really inspirational and calming. I can't really sort of put a label on it, but I felt at home. And I think from that time on, I did stop and I started to look forward. I didn't feel that worthy of God. I prayed to God. I prayed to God every day and every night. But I didn't feel worthy of his forgiveness, really, for what went on in my first marriage. But when I had my baptism, I knew he'd forgiven me. And I had that sort of feeling in my heart that I could be worthy of asking, and he did. I asked for a miracle, and he gave me a miracle because of my daughter I hadn't seen for 20 years, moved to Australia, and I prayed that I maybe could get back and maybe write to her or see her, and he answered my prayers. And I wrote to her, and she wrote back, and she had a grandchild, and so I'm a granddad. I never, in a million years, I never ever thought I'd be lucky enough to call myself granddad, and it hit hard, and it was really good, and I loved it. And I knew from that time on that I was with friends, and I was, I could more or less achieve everything on my own, and I have. And here I am talking how I met God, and that's how I met God.